Greetings of peace. My name is Ram Hotep, broadcasting on behalf of 13SignsAstrology.com. I'm doing this video for the people. I'm doing this video for the so-called fans, the supporters, all of those beings out there, spiritual beings as well as beings that are in the flesh. All of those beings out there that are supporting this movement or whatever. I really want to first start off by saying thank you to all of you out there, and you know who you are, for supporting the information and just the videos and just everything. I mean, I really want to say thank you. I really don't like to make this about me, like just even doing these videos and talking about myself and stuff like that. I really like when I say I really don't want to make this about me, like I really don't want to make this about me. I'm very much a behind the scenes type of person that more so saw the state in the world and just consciousness, collective consciousness and reality. And I saw where it was headed and where it's at, and just decided that I want to add my portion and my jewels that was granted to me by the universe of collective consciousness. So I wanted to add that to the world pot and kind of put that out there. So that's basically like really how all of this started. It started through social networking. And I got to say thank you to all of those social networking sites, you know, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Definitely got to say thank you to the social networking sites. And, you know, if it wasn't for social networking, I mean, we live in a totally different world now that, you know, is allowing the whole consciousness and the whole 5%er consciousness type of movement that I came up under. It's allowing that to spread. It's allowing that whole movement to spread now. And definitely want to say peace to all the 5%ers out there. Definitely want to say that. I want to say peace to all the light workers, the dark workers out there, the Moors, the Moabitises, just all of the open-minded, conscious, comedic, philosophy type of people out there. Just everybody, man. I want to say peace to everybody. I do it for everybody, and I don't leave anybody out. Like when I say I do it for everybody, I do it for everybody, and I don't leave anybody out, because this is based on an assignment that I signed up for when I was in the fourth dimension on the other side. I decided to sign up on a mission to come back and to help and aid and assist third dimensional entities and beings to transition into what is the fourth dimension. So I signed up for that, and that's really what 13SignsAstrology.com is all about. It's just helping the people, you know what I'm saying, broaden their horizons, and just helping the people to begin to take some of the darker aspects of life and to work with them and to begin to manifest from some of the occult darker aspects and things that aren't really talked about publicly, but some of those underground dark occult topics or whatever. I chose to basically expose those topics and to shed light on those topics and to teach humanity and people how to work with these dark topics. It's not about evil. The occult is not about evil. It's just about the hidden. And usually when things are hidden, they're called evil by most people. So 13SignsAstrology.com is not about evil. I mean, yeah, we deal with the occult. We deal with the light and the dark. We deal with what's exposed in the light and as well as what's in the dark. Because when you look out in the universe, you see light and you see a black background or a dark background. So we represent the universe. I mean, when we deal in astrology here at 13 Signs, and any astrologer is here to represent the universe. So we talk about light workers and dark workers, just dealing with universal concepts. I mean, I don't know who came up with this whole light worker term, as far as I think it was Doreen Virtue or somebody like that. I think Doreen Virtue came up with the light worker, supposedly, you know, came up with the term. And I mean, I think it's a cool term or whatever, and I just use it, you know, in a sense of educating people from that particular term or whatever. So that's how I'm like using the whole light worker thing, and then the whole dark worker thing I kind of introduced that based on a lot of times I think people spend too much time in the light, and the light can decay you. You see, in the occult, we deal with the darkness, or the occult, which is the darkness, is supreme balancement. See, this is balancement. So I deal with the light and the dark, or whatever. I deal with the light and the dark. Just want to throw that out there. So just kind of, talking about some updates and things that are going to be going on, or whatever. That's pretty much what this video is about. We do have a 1-800 number now. 13 Signs Astrology has a toll-free number. It's not a 1-800 number. Excuse me. It's a toll-free number. And basically what happened is that I'm not going to lie, I've been having horrible customer service at 13 Signs Astrology. I've been having horrible customer service, and this is because, this is not an excuse. This is just basically my explanation on what's going on or whatever. But when I first embarked on this information movement, I really just started out just wanting to help a small amount of people in a small group of people. Like, when I say a small group of people, like, I envisioned a certain amount of people that I was going to be helping out, and I never really saw myself getting to the point where I was going to be helping out the amount of people that I'm now helping out. So I didn't see that. I'm not going to lie, I didn't foresee that, because when I started 13signastrology.com, it was more like in the now. I know a lot of people don't really understand that, but I know, like, in business, a lot of times we have a lot of these, because I went to school for business. Just to keep it real with you guys or whatever, I went to school for marketing or whatever, and I also took a few accounting courses. It's just a few things or whatever as far as college. So I've been to college or whatever. I understand college. I have visited college, and I can say that I've learned more on my own and in my own studies than I learned in college. But at the same time, I value what I learned in college or whatever. So yes, I have been to college or whatever in one of my past lives or whatever, and that was prior to me having a certain experience that basically got me to where I am at right now. As far as where I am at now is more like I'm going to basically educate, teach, market, promote, expand my business, myself, and all of that basically through my own efforts. Like, I'm going to do all of this through my own efforts. I'm not going to go outside of myself. I'm not going to people's colleges, paying $40,000 and $50,000 to get educations that, at the end of the day, you still come out with a whole bunch of questions, and you still don't know what you want to do, but you spent like $40,000 to be more confused. So I decided I wasn't going to do that or whatever. So I always, even when I was younger, I've always been like an entrepreneur or whatever. So, but I did try the whole school thing, and I didn't come out in debt. Just for the record, I didn't come out in debt. I didn't come out owing anybody in college or anything like that. So basically, I just, decided to put my time and my energy into educating myself versus going to another's educational system or whatever. So that's what I basically decided to do. And in my self-education, that led me to formulating the program for 13signastrology.com. And when I started out with this formulating this program, I never really intended for it to get to the point where it was like it's at where it's at now. And I really don't have a lot of people viewing me like that, so I'm not trying to say like it's all big, but I didn't even plan on having this many people listening to and viewing me. And I'm not pushing away the supporters and those people that are entertained. I don't care if you're just entertained by this type of information that I'm bringing, but for those people that are just entertained, I do it for them. I do it for the haters. I do it for the people that love me. I do it for everybody. So I'm not pushing away, the amount of people that have chose to listen to my consciousness. That's all I'm doing, is just basically talking about my consciousness. So I'm not pushing that away, but at the same time, I just wasn't prepared. That's all I'm saying. I just wasn't prepared. So now we have a universal law that teaches that first there is motion, and then there is order. So there's motion, then there's order. So I got the motion or whatever. I mean, I'm in the motion, I'm in the flow, which is the Tao. And I'm going to do a video on the Tao Te Ching. I want to say peace to everybody out there that's on the Tao Te Ching. I'm going to be doing a video on that, but I'm in the flow and I'm in the motion. But now it's time to get some order. Get some order. So out of chaos comes order. Got to remember that. So yeah, these may be principles that people say are Illuminati and Illuminatist and all of that, but these, you got to remember, these are just occult principles that can be applied in anyone's life, and they're using these principles to rule over you. So why not use these principles to save yourself? Because saving yourself is basically freeing yourself from being ruled by another. That is saving yourself. And even when you have your own business, that doesn't mean you're free. So I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, just because you have your own business, that means you're free. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Because there's way more to freedom than just having your own business or whatever. So, but at the same time, you have to save yourself. You have to do this based on your own formula, based on your own solution, based on your own expectations of what you feel freedom is to you. Because freedom is an ideal that can be realized differently in different people's lives. So freedom to one man or woman may not be freedom to the next man or woman. So you have to decide like what freedom means to you and what it is to you. So yeah, but yeah, so I didn't plan on for it to get this big or whatever. So I decided to go ahead and get a 1-800 number. It's pretty much what I was saying. Our 1-800 number is our toll-free number. Excuse me, I keep saying 1-800 number. Our toll-free number is 888-425-7539. And this is for all the customers that have been placing orders with us and things of that nature. And, you know, can't really get in contact with us through email because it's basically like right now, I mean, I'm training people or whatever, but right now, to be honest with you guys, I mean, right now I'm doing this pretty much on my own. I'm doing this pretty much on my own. Me, and I do have an assistant that helps out in my life, you know what I'm saying, but I don't have anybody that's really helping with the actual business. But that's changing. That's changing because I'm training some people. I'm about to introduce some new people to the scene. It's time for Imhotep to kind of like, you know, step back because like this was about helping people, and as long as it's helping people, I'm all for it. So I'm going to play my position though. So it's kind of like time for me to, I'm going to keep making the videos and stuff like that, but it's just kind of time for me to kind of take a step back and focus on the management and the structure of helping the people. Now this isn't like your regular business, like I was saying earlier or whatever. Like this just isn't your regular left-brained type of business now. I mean, I'm going to definitely throw that out there. Like this is a business, but this is for right-brained people. This is for people that are spiritual, but at the same time, I still have to bring this in a business vehicle and in a business format because we live in the world of commerce. You see, like we live in a commercial world or whatever. So this is very much like I'm bringing the type of information and system that I'm bringing definitely involves commerce. But like I said, it's different stages and phases to it. And the first thing that has to happen is that it has to grow and become organized and structured. It has to become organized and structured, and the monies that, you know, people are supporting us with or will be used to hire people. You know what I'm saying? Because we are going to be hiring people through this work or whatever that, you know what I'm saying, my ancestors, my guides, certain alliances that I formed with certain spiritual entities out there, and even the people in general that are behind me or whatever, those people that are even in my life behind me or whatever. Like this is the amount of people that we're going to help. Like we're going to help a lot of people based on this vehicle, you know what I'm saying, and based on this particular system that, you know, we have set up with 13SignsAstrology.com. So and it's basically a movement. I really chose to just serve the planet and to work for the universe. I mean, like I really made that decision. Like I work for the universe. Like me, Imhotep, work for the universe. That's what I do, and I'm gonna just keep going with the flow. I mean, I basically got here from going with the flow. I mean, like I said, I went to school for business and marketing or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't learn as much as I've learned from just operating and running businesses. Like I really, to be honest with you, I dropped out of school. Like I was kind of like a college dropout or whatever, and I dropped out of school because like my professor or whatever for business principles. I asked him, I was like, do you have a business? And have you ever ran a business? In order for you to be teaching us this class, you've had a business, right? And his reply was, no, I've never ran a business, but I've like managed businesses before, but I never started my own. And when he said that, it just kind of made me basically want to drop out of school, and which I did drop out of school, because I was like, there's people teaching us things that they have never even experienced. And we call this school or whatever, but really, like, once I really learned or whatever, to me, college was just like deeper programming. It was just like deeper programming, so I got up out of there quick. Then I went into like customer service or whatever. I started working jobs. I had businesses too on the side. Then I'd be working a business, working a job or whatever. And I always took the customer service job, so I learned a lot about customer service or whatever. And that's why I'm saying, like, now or whatever, like, I know that I haven't really had the type of customer service that I should have with 13signastrategy.com. Like, I really definitely know better, but I didn't really plan for it to get like this, because, like, after I left the business world and the corporate world, I really, like, dropped out the matrix, y'all. Like, I really dropped out the matrix, like, I mean, to the point where basically I wasn't living anywhere. I didn't care where I lived. It was just all about, you know what I'm saying, like, learning and studying and reading books. I mean, to be honest with you guys, like, I really got to the point at one point where I've experienced being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it's like to be homeless. I've experienced being homeless. So, I mean, and this basically experience coupled with a lot of other things is when I really, like, when I was at my lowest points, that's when I really had my highest spiritual contacts with different, like, entities and stuff like that, and different, like, ET entities and different paranormal type of experiences. All of this stuff happened at my lowest times or whatever, and I saw visions of stuff that I was going to do back then, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm going to, like, do this stuff or whatever. Like, how am I going to do that? And I'm, like, here going through this. Like, based on me going through these things or whatever, that's why I know, y'all. Like, I know that when you decide to really work your natal chart and to work with what the universe gave you, you cannot go wrong. Because the reason why I got into that situation really was, it was an experience, of course, but it was really, I got into that situation because I was not going in the right way in my life at the time prior to me becoming homeless. Like, because, like, before I became homeless, like, I was pretty well off. Like, I had a house, had a car. I was doing good, you know what I'm saying? I was doing good or whatever, and then I went homeless or whatever. So, like, I know what it's like or whatever. Like, I was living in both worlds. I experienced poverty, you know what I'm saying? And then I experienced having or whatever. But to be honest with you, like, being homeless really wasn't so bad, because that was the freest that I ever was as far as freedom. You know what I'm saying? That was the freest I ever was. But at the same time, I know that my spirit and the being that's in me could not settle with that type of existence, being homeless, because I feel like poverty, really, from me being around the homeless people and just knowing, most of those people that are homeless, like, want to be homeless. Like, most of those people that are out there, they want to be out there. They choose to be homeless. Like, I was around homeless people, so, I mean, you can't really tell me anything about that, because I've experienced that before. I mean, I just want to put that out there because, like, I mean, I live a open book. I strive to these days or whatever, as far as me, like, working with the people and just working with the community and stuff like that. I try to live an open book or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I experienced poverty. I experienced homelessness or whatever. And in those times or whatever, that's when I really got in contact with the higher beings. And that's when I really transformed. And that's when, really, to be honest with you, after that point, that's when really I became someone different. Because I merged out myself at that point. Like, I merged out myself. Like, in that video about the ego, I talk about the merging of the selves. So at that point in my homelessness, that's when I actually merged out myself, all myselves, to the point where I am at peace with me and who I am and myself. Like, I suffered before that. I wasn't at peace with me before that. So now, like, everything that I experienced in the past, like, when I was trying to do businesses and really trying to get money, you know what I'm saying? Like, those businesses really were just to prepare me for what I'm doing now. Because now, like, what I'm doing as far as helping the people, this really is way more than a business, but I'm going to definitely bring business principles to it. And I am going to become more organized and more structured, and we are going to hire people. And just because we are light workers or 5%ers or basically people that are working for the people doesn't mean that we have to be unorganized and unprofessional, and I'm getting on myself for that. So just bear with me. Things grew quickly, and I really thank everybody out there that has supported everything that I'm doing or whatever. But I'm getting into customer service, and you know, I appreciate the comments people were leaving or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like not getting contacted for their readings and stuff, I don't mind you leaving those comments. I don't mind you leaving those comments because I understand like you want to get your reading, and you know like your reading hasn't came through yet. You know, like I may have quoted you a certain day or whatever, and then it doesn't happen on that day or something like that. I can understand why that's frustrating. But what I want you to do, I don't mind you leaving comments, but I want you guys to know that like I'm working feverishly, like all the time. Like that's pretty much all I do is work for the people as far as like helping people. Like really gave over my life to this, and this. I mean, being an astrologer is definitely a skill. It's a skill set, and I'm doing the best to help my people. Basically, the people out there that definitely are cosmic star type of people, star children. I'm here to help these people find themselves and to get back on their path. You know what I'm saying? And to stop being fallen beings or whatever. So that's basically what I'm doing as far as with 13signastrology.com. And it is definitely a for-profit website. It is not a non-profit website. It is for-profit. So I just want to throw that out there as far as when I say that, it basically means that it's definitely about making money and transacting business, but it's doing that so that I can one day be able to fulfill some karmic debts that I have, and one of them is to be able to be a portal and a gateway to employ the people and to help the people and to, you know what I'm saying, be able to hire multiple secretaries and to be able to hire multiple astrological readers or whatever, because 13 Signs Astrology is about working with the people. You know what I'm saying? It's about being able to promote certain poets, being able to promote certain entertainers, which is coming soon. All these things that I'm naming are coming soon or whatever, and basically the money that's given to us, I mean, like I don't spend money like that. Like I don't spend money or whatever. I spend money on the bare necessities to keep a roof over my head. So the money you spend with 13 Signs Astrology is basically, I look at it like it's the people's money. Even though they're spending it with me, and I am running a for-profit, I'm a different type of individual, the way I look at the money or whatever, because it's like, yeah, the people are giving me this money because they're entrusting me with this money, and I must do the most positive thing with it. Now, I am allowed to take care of myself with some of the money, which I have a very low allowance, but the rest of the money is going to go back into the business as far as hiring people and expanding. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about running a business, and it's about helping the people or whatever. That's what 13 Signs is all about. It's just about information, you know. It's basically running a business of information. Like, I mean, I can't just go out here to a corporation and get corporate sponsors or whatever, because I'm not going to speak on their interests. So Coca-Cola is probably not going to support a radical type of movement with a guy talking about star seeds and crystal children and indigo children and all of that. Like, corporate America is not going to support that, y'all. So I mean, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, I have to start a for-profit and provide. If I'm going to work for the people, then the people are who support me. The people are who support me. I mean, corporations are not paying me, so I don't speak for nor work for corporations. I work for the people. So in that, I have a responsibility to be able to provide, at least have an open line of communication with the people, so that they can talk to me and speak to me about, you know, their energy that they gave me as far as money or whatever it is, or, you know what I'm saying, them needing to set up appointments and things like that. The energy that they gave me, they're definitely allowed to be able to speak to me. So that's like, I mean, I want to apologize to anybody that has experienced horrible customer service from 13signastrology.com, and I take the total blame for that. I just didn't know that you guys were going to be so great as to really be so conscious and aware. People are waking up. Like, people are really waking up, because it's not even just me, it's other people out here with awesome websites like that I deal with or whatever. And I want to start working with some of the teachers out there too, like other teachers. You know what I'm saying? And other websites that are similar to what I'm doing. Like, we're going to be working together, because I mean, like, it's a lot of stuff coming with 13 Signs Astrology. I'm not trying to be an island, keep myself isolated from the other spiritual websites out there. And it's like they're all doing their thing, and I'm just surprised that, you know, it's just like people are supporting the movement or whatever, as far as just the consciousness movement and and there's different levels of consciousness. I'm going to do a video on that soon, so I use the term consciousness very loosely. But yeah, just the people out there that are supporting. I mean, just not even just myself, but just the other websites out there. Like, it's crazy. People are waking up. It's different than the way it used to be. It's different. I mean, I started out, you know what I'm saying, in different movements, and as far as like conscious movements and stuff like that. I mean, I remember the times where it wasn't like this. If you came out talking about Kundalini and using words like that, people would have laughed at you. I mean, consciousness has really evolved, like, in this time where we're at now, or whatever. Now, I'm not saying that people weren't talking about Kundalini back then, but I'm just saying more people are conscious of things like concepts like Kundalini and stuff like that now. So, yeah. So basically, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me. I'm just basically apologizing to the people, thanking the people, letting the people know that we do have a 1-800 number now. I want to go ahead and give that again before I shut this video down. It's 888-425-7539. That's extension 101. That's also that number is also located on my website, which is 13signsastrology.com. You can call that number basically to leave any type of information as far as like you wanting to set up something, a consultation, any type of business related information. Do not call that number to get a reading, though. Do not call that number to get a reading. We set up the readings on a separate line, and that's done on a whole nother line, and that's done a whole nother way. Like, we don't do the readings through the 1-800 number, I mean the toll-free number or whatever. So this is just, you know, for people to be able to have some form of customer service, that are checking on their orders, that are interested in ordering something, that have questions about something or whatever. Like, as far as when I say questions about ordering and stuff like that. Now, as far as consultations, again, do not call this number to get a consultation, though, because that's not how we do our consultations, through that number or whatever. That's just for basically customer service, you know. That's pretty much what it's for. So and I hate to say customer service, like, on, because I mean those terms like customers and all that stuff has like legal meanings, stuff like that. You guys are not my customers, so I apologize about that, even, because really, even people that are giving their energy to me, that's what I like to call it, basically, is people that are giving their energy to me, which is basically what some people would call customers, or people that are giving you money, which is really fiat notes. Really, in reality, these people are giving you their energy in exchange for your energy, and I give them back my energy by, you know, doing a reading, or helping them with a meditation, or helping them with a ritual or something like that. That's energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the exchange of energy. So you guys are not my customers. Excuse me on that. You know what I'm saying? We are basically in a relationship where we are exchanging energy. This is what we're doing with the people that I work with. It's just an energy exchange. So it's a particular energy exchange. There's more than one energy exchange, keep in mind. So this is a particular energy exchange of what in commerce they call a transaction and all that type of stuff. But all of that has legal jargon attached to it. When you get your Black's Law Dictionary, start looking up those words, you'll see all that stuff is like, it means way more than what you think it does, or whatever, calling someone your customer and all that. So I don't get into those corporate terms or whatever. We are exchanging energy or whatever. So yeah, I appreciate everything. That is our toll-free number. Feel free to give us a call. Like I said, if you are any type of questions, or, you know, brief questions or comments that you'll have, we'll do our best to get in contact with you if no one answers the line, because I am totally operating this line right now. It's just me, myself, is the one totally operating this line. So I'm just letting you know, like, you know, if I don't get up with you, you know what I'm saying, I will get back with you. So just definitely leave a message or whatever. We are in the process of hiring people, so be patient with us. Be patient with us. And we have a lot of new things that are going to be coming, you know what I'm saying, as far as social networking is concerned, and definitely just working with the community and the people out there or whatever. So we've got a lot coming. I thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down. And until we meet again, like I said, you can visit my website, 13signsastrology.com. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions, 13signsastrology@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Master Ra Imhotep. Facebook, my name is Ra Imhotep on Facebook. So till we meet again, I'm going to leave you in peace.